Namaste. Dzień dobry. Assalamu alaikum. Privet. Bonjour. Hola. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Ken at 10. Good morning to the good people of Norbury, Southwest 16 and beyond. How are you? I hope you're well today. It's 10. I'm Ken. Here we are again. Another Ken at 10 every weekday at 10 o'clock. Welcome if it's your first time. And if you come back, well, thank you very much for joining us yet again for another chat. How are you? I hope you're well. Here in Southwest London, it's chilly. It's actually not wet right now. A little bit blustery, but not too cold. So can't complain really, considering we're in November now, coming towards the end of the house buying season, so to speak. And I say season because seasons are not really important when the market's booming. Obviously, there's been a change there. You might have noticed the market's tougher. There's no question about that. And any agent tells you it's not, is not telling you the whole story. Does that mean things are not selling? No, of course not. Things sell in any market, regardless. I know two things. People are still calling me because they're looking to buy a property, and they're still calling me because they'd like to sell a property. Sometimes it's unfortunate circumstances of sellers. Sometimes they just see the opportunity. You know, when prices fall back a little bit, if you're moving up market, that can work in your favor. And in fact, today I'm going along to see one of our buyers that we are commissioned to find homes for. We do property searching as well and charge a fee to the buyer rather than the seller. And I'm off to London today to have a chat with them. And the thing about that is they know what Warren Buffett said is absolutely true. Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. And I think there's a truth in that, you know. One of my friends always says, you know, when a cab driver, you know, the black cabs when they're in London, they always want to chat, don't they? Lovely salt of the earth guys, I must say. But there's an old saying that when a black cab driver tells you to get into something such as Bitcoin or housing, you should run the other way and get out. I think there's probably some truth in both sides to that. But the truth is the market is different, it's tougher. What does that mean? Well, it means there's going to be less supply. Why is there going to be less supply? Well, because people that are not sure will choose to sit tight and try and sit this one out. And it could be, you know, get yourself comfortable because it could be a long ride. Do I think houses prices are going to fall off a cliff? No, of course not. Why? Because we still have that demand. And if you're not buying, you're renting. And that, you know, what are you going to do? You've got to live somewhere, right? And the thing about agencies, we do buying and renting as well. So we're kind of at both ends of the spectrum. In fact, after going into London today, I'm speaking with a client of mine in Thailand that's just bought a house out there. You wouldn't believe how little he paid, by the way, for this amazing house. And what they do, which I thought was lovely, is when they build a house, there's then a really important Thai ceremony where they bless the house. And I've got some pictures of my client and his lovely wife and their family all doing the ritual, and it's an absolutely beautiful thing. Such a lovely, peaceful people as well, the Thai people. I do love to see them, and they're having such a great life out there. So good for you. You know who you are. Apart from that, today, so we're in London later on. We're speaking to Thailand. You know, one of the great things about my job is the fantastic variety that it offers. You know, one minute we're talking to somebody in Thailand, one of our landlords. Next minute we're in London talking to somebody about buying other properties, and the next minute we're talking to somebody right here in Norbury looking to perhaps sell their property in Norbury, Streatham, or surrounding. So as far as the market's concerned, yeah, it's going to be quieter. And what we have to expect is as the market calms down, and let's face it, it has been euphoric, we're going to see those seasonal trends hit harder. What does that mean for you? Well, it means you might want to consider, rather than just thinking about, you know, what people normally do is think, well, I'll buy because I want to buy regardless of season because there's plenty of buyers out there. It's a little bit different in a market that's tougher. What should you do? Well, actually, if you pitch the price correctly, it will sell in any market. The main question is then, is there going to be something available for you to buy? That's a different question and a harder one to answer. One thing's for sure, if you can find it, chances are you'll be able to crack yourself a great deal. So that's the other side of the coin. But it does depend on area. Locations are all different. And, you know, throughout the pandemic, we found that the coastal areas, for instance, were the ones that were really hot and in demand. And some of the sheens come off those as the pandemic has gone away and London has come back to being the great city it once was in terms of demand. So yeah, lots of things happening. Some buy-to-let landlords looking to sell up now due to frustration over many regulations that have both come already and those that are still to come, both in terms of tax and general legislation, including the Renters Reform Act, which is a subject for another day. But apart from that, yeah, it's looking like we're going to have a good day here. Plenty going on, that's for sure. Meeting with landlords, some valuations on new landlords. We've got some takeovers from existing landlords as well. Sometimes we have landlords approach us that are with another managing agent, and we have this what we call a smooth move way of moving those landlords across to us without too much disruption, and quick chat with their tenants, make sure that they're not in breach of the terms and conditions with their existing agent, and it ends up with a cheaper fee for them, new business for us. It's a win-win, really. So if you're in a situation where you're unhappy with your managing agent, they don't seem to be doing the job that you think they should be, then do give us a call or drop us an email as ever. Working on the podcast at the moment. Got an interesting chat with On the Market from Ronnie Powell from On the Market, which I'm going to broadcast later on today as well. Hope you enjoy that. And what's interesting about that to me is that they're looking at things in a different way. Their perspective has changed. They're now saying, we've been looking at technology and the tech side of it, which is what they do, of course. They're a portal. It's where people search for property and agents upload their properties. But the flip side of that is they've decided that they're going to be much more people-centric, which is what this show's about, and we love that. So I'll broadcast that for you a little bit later on today with young Ronnie, and I hope you enjoy that. Apart from that, hope you have a fantastic day. We'll be back same time tomorrow with another edition. Till then, look after yourselves, and if you can, your family and friends. Ciao.